Hi, and welcome to the first Skull Tech tutorial. I'll be doing different tutorials based on the different experiences I have learned and also by request. This first tutorial I'm going to do is to show how to set up a PFSense box. As you remember in the first weekly tech tip video, I mentioned that you can use an old PC to use as a router. So, thus, I'm going to show you how to set one up. Some of the resources we are going to need is a blank CD, a LAN card, otherwise a NIC, a functioning PC, a little bit of time, a network cable, screwdriver in case you need to put the cards you need in, a CD image of PFSense, and a switch or a hub so you can connect more than one computer. One of the optional items I would also recommend is a Wi-Fi card if you want to get Wi-Fi. Take note, not all will work with PFSense, so please make sure that the cards are supported by PFSense, which is based on FreeBSD. The link for the supported hardware will be in the description box. Alright, so basically all you need to do is burn the CD on. But if you do not know how to burn a CD, then there is a little bit of a problem. Just look up how to burn a CD in Windows 7. Now, I want to get to the next step of this tutorial, which is installing PFSense. So basically all you need to do is open your optical drive, put CD in, shut it, and then let it do its thing. But make sure you want to put your boot settings to optical drive, or you can just open up your boot menu at the first start of your system and select CD or something along that line. Alright, so right here is where you'll be able to do the different boot ups, which we're just going to let it load. Now I'm going to keep this video going, so it'll be basically showing you how long it'll approximately take to set up a basic PFSense box with just the LAN interfaces. But of course, results may vary. Alright, should be just about done, which is now initializing the installer and all that. Alright, so you want to hit I for this prompt, which will send you into installer mode. Alright, so here you'll be able to select the different environments, but you just want to go down to the bottom and click accept these settings. Then go with the quick/easy install. Then click on OK. So let it do its thing. Now, it didn't take long for me to get a PFSense box up and running functionally. And I was actually playing around with it until I figured out how to fully do it. So, I'm going to have different parts in this video, so this video might be a little bit on the long side. But I will try working on a little bit in the description box with different times for each section. But I saw PFSense is relatively pretty easy, and it only takes about roughly anywhere between not 7 minutes, but approximately 4 to 7 minutes, which is basically a time frame depending on what you're doing and all that. But just for a basic setup, it'll only take about 4, maybe 5 minutes, just for the installation part. And it'll stick at 38% for maybe about a minute or so. Alright, so now it has prompted you to select the different type of kernel you want. You want to select the symmetric multiprocessing kernel, which is basically more than one processor, but it will work with single core processors, such as an Intel Pentium 4. And it's also basic, and now the installation is done. Let's go ahead and reboot. Alright, I'll come back to show you after the boot has completed. Okay, so right here you'll be prompted to set up a VLAN. For this, we're going to select no. So just type N. Now, we can assign different interfaces for the WAN network and also the LAN network. Now, there are 3 to select from on this system. XL0, which is the aftermarket type NIC, which is a 3COM 3C950B-TX, which is one of the supported NICs for PFSense. And for the other NIC, which is the Broadcom BCM4401, which is the integrated NIC, we're going to assign that the WAN interface, which is BFE0, which we're going to assign. But different will vary. Alright, for the LAN link, we're going to use XL0, which is the 3COM NIC, and for optional 1, just go ahead and leave it be, click on yes. And after that, it'll assign the interfaces and you'll get a little melody. See? Alright, so the interfaces have been assigned. For the WAN link, it is 192.168.0.15, and for the LAN network, for the gateway address is 192.168.1.1. Alright, now let's get going over to the web configurator. Alright, now that we have the internet browser open, we want to enter the IP address 192.168.1.1. Alright, so you want to go ahead and proceed anyway. Yes, and fast, I know. Alright, so the username is admin, the password is PFSense. So go ahead and enter, and welcome to the configuration wizard. For this, just click on next. Just leave all this. Let's use the Google Open DNS, which is 8.8.8.8. And then allow DNS servers to be overridden by DHCP/PPP on WAN. Alright, let's just leave this be. Now for the WAN interface, all you want to do is leave it as DHCP, unless you have a IP handed down by your ISP. We want to block the RFC 1918 private networks and also block Bogon networks. And of course I got a shitty ass mouse for the computer. Alright, so we want to leave the IP address as this. Bad idea to put that on, but for this we're going to use test. Yes, okay. Alright, so all the changes have been made and it'll prompt you to reload. Be right back. All these settings have been loaded, so we can go ahead and click on continue and also leave a donation forms for making this awesome software. Alright, so now we are in the dashboard. The next thing we want to do is to get the Wi-Fi interface up and running. So we want to go to interfaces, assign. Then we want to add a new interface. Alright, so for that it'll be raw 0. So now click on save. So now we're going to go to opt1, which is the name of this interface. I'm going to click on enable interface. Leave all this here blank. And this is the description or the name of the interface, which I'm going to call Wi-Fi. Down here you can select the different standards, which I'm going to select 802.11g. Transmit power, leave at 99 unless you want to save power. The channel, the most least amount of channel used is channel 11 or 8, but I'm going to use 8. Regulatory domain, just leave blank. Country, leave default. Location, default. Now you want to set this as an access point. Now for the SSID, let me zoom in here so you can see what I'm doing. Alright, so the SSID, let's just go with my Skull Abyss Wi-Fi network. Alright, so you can also choose to enable the hide SSD, which will greatly increase security. and we can have things set for 82.11g only, but this will definitely vary depending on what type of Wi-Fi card you have inside your system. Now for the WPA key, let's just go with this is a dumb ass password. See? We want to set the WPA mode to WPA2, which is the most secure right now. WPA pairwise, go ahead and leave it at both. Now after that, you want to block bogon networks. Now after that, just click on save, apply changes. And one crucial thing I forgot, you also want to set an IP address. So let's switch that over to static. Go down here, we want to put this on the save subnet of the LAN, and just put 192.168.1.2, but let's set it for 192.168.1.254. After that, let's just go ahead and save everything once again. It'll just take a couple of minutes here.